Hey you guys, Beth Bertati here, and today we are going to do a fun little mail time slash first impression for Touch and Soul products. So I actually got a package in today from Touch and Soul, and it has a bunch of different goodies in it to try. One thing that always goes really far to me is anybody who still handwrites notes. So like as soon as I saw this on top, I was geeking out because I just love handwritten notes. I can't explain why. So they sent me a whole variety of products to try. A lot of them are actually on my face right now because I attempted to record a first impressions type of video with like application and it was a nightmare. So we're just going to talk about it since I have it on my face already. The very first thing that I put on today was the all-in-one Beauty Aid Cream. So first of all, as someone who works for First Aid Beauty, all I saw when I saw this was First Aid Beauty, which actually is a good thing because I love First Aid Beauty. So to me, this felt very familiar and exciting as soon as I took it out of the box. The rescue line is the red line, so as somebody with acne, I was not nearly as scared to put this on my face than I would have been if this had been blue. And I know that's so stupid, but that's where my brain went with it. So I quickly glanced over all the different ingredients. Nothing jumped out as anything I know breaks me out, so I went ahead and just went for it. It's on my face right now. Pray to the acne gods for me that it doesn't break me out like crazy. But it's a massive tube. This is actually, where is the size on this? I'm not sure how big this is because there's like a translated sticker over the original sticker, and I think the size didn't get translated, unfortunately. So yeah, and I will have prices and where these items are available in the down bar below because some of these items are Sephora exclusives and some of them are Urban Outfitters exclusives. So I want you to be able to find them. So after I put on the Beauty Aid all-in-one cream, which is just too cute, I put on the Honeymoon Base. Now this was an interesting product. So for starters, I've wanted this ever since I was working at Sephora and first saw it like in the like Scattered by Sephora or K-Trends or whatever the trend or whatever animation it came in the store. It is so pretty. Like I remember seeing the picture of it and being like, I want that. I don't even need the hydration, but let me put that on my face. So what I will say is when you first put it on, and again, nothing jumped out as something I wouldn't put on my face, so I went ahead and tried it. I will warn you, however, this definitely has honey, so it's not vegan, but the whole line is cruelty-free, so there is that. And in this, at very least, I have a feeling the hydrolyzed collagen is not vegan, so just a heads up. But when using this, it actually has like a little spatula is the applicator. You can actually see it. And you just scoop a little out from in there. And then I put it straight onto my fingertips and tapped it all over the face. It says to kind of lightly pat it into the skin after you spread it around. I like it. It was interesting. But it gave the skin a really pretty glow, but not like a shimmer, but like just a nice hydrated lit from within type of glow, like healthy skin. So I liked that. We'll see if it breaks me out. We'll see if any of this breaks me out. I'm very nervous, but I do like that product even if it does have honey in it. After that, I use my regular CC cream and my setting powder. I have on Too Faced bronzer and Medusa's makeup blush. And then for under my eyes, I use the Touch and Soul Light Bright. And this is actually for brow highlighting. And I do have it below my brow. I actually don't have anything on my eyelids, but I put this below my brow, and I actually use this as an under eye concealer as well because I'm just that pale. And this is in the shade 003, The Living Daylights. So it is just a little twist up guy. A little bit of product comes out, and right now I actually have a lot of product coming out, so what I'll do is I'll just swatch it for you. You can see where I did my swatches earlier. We'll just go over them. It'll be fine. So right there is the color. So this is number 3. This is a matte yellow based highlight. I like the product. I think it did really well for me as a under eye concealer. I would not recommend that for everybody. Then I felt like it did really well under my brows too. So, and I don't feel like my brows match today, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to move forward. That doesn't matter. So I did really like this product. I am used to using something more pinky under the eye, so it was interesting to use. I actually want to mix this with my No Cosmetics No Dark Circles and see how that looks together. So I think I'm going to love that. After that, I did the Touch in Sol, I don't know why I keep saying Touch in Sol, the Style Neon Super Proof Gel Eyeliner. Now, I have this on above the eye as well as below it. I don't think I would recommend this for the waterline. I don't know if it's meant to be used that way, but I put it there because I'm crazy and that's what I do. Again, nothing immediately jumps out at me as being not vegan. Well, I see Saracen, and I'm pretty sure that that means beeswax, so I think it does have beeswax in it. But this is that swatch. As you can see, it did not come off at all when I washed and wiped off my hands. So that's kind of impressive. It went on fairly easy onto the waterline, but on the skin it did tug just a little. But I'm not judging it for that yet because I don't have on primer or eyeshadow or anything like that. So I'm going to try it with eye makeup and see how it does. So that's just a first impression. Then I did use the mascaras I already have of this because they sent me the Mini Magic, which has the Stretch X and the Paper Pusher. I have actually talked about the Stretch X on my favorites many times because I love that mascara. I'm not crazy about the Paper Pusher, but I'm also not crazy about fiber mascaras. So to be fair, that's why I don't love it. I don't love fiber mascaras in general. So I do like Stretch X a lot though. Then in that same category, as I was talking about brows and stuff, they sent me the Brow Expert Bar and the Browza, and I really want to try both of these, but these are both in charcoal brown and mink wink, which means they are much too dark for me. I will be able to try them when I oil slick my hair, but until then I can't really try these. I think my friend Lisa might try them out for me too, so we'll see what comes first. So there are those. I'm sad I can't try them because they both look really cool. And then the last three products here are going to be lip products. One is the one I actually have on, and I like this one a lot. This is the One Step Closer Lip Crayon Bar, and I have the shade Grapefruit Chichi, which is on my lips. Super duper pretty. Do a swatch of this one over the swatch that I had. So this was the only one too that when I wiped it off, it actually left behind a decent stain. So it is just a really pretty color. It's really comfortable to wear. Apparently the name 19 One Step Closer comes from 19 kinds of special ingredients with this lip crayon bar. Of course someone's gonna mow their grass now. Why wouldn't they? We're just gonna power through it, guys. So yeah, really pretty color. I like it a lot. I also got the Go Extreme High Definition Lip Lacquer, and this is in the shade Baby Rose. I really like the way this felt too. I feel like the swatches don't really give it justice for how it actually looks on the lip, because the swatches almost look like nothing's there, but on the lip it just has this really pretty soft pinky quality. And it's the type of gloss that if you've ever tried like the YSL glossy stains or anything like that, it's that nice hydrating but not sticky feeling that those have. So very luxurious feeling, and the packaging actually reminds me a lot of the Smashbox ones, which I thought was funny. Who knows if it has any inspiration from Smashbox, but just saying, that's what it reminded me of. At least the boxes. I don't know if the actual products have the swirlies. I don't know. Then the last thing in here was the weirdest thing I've ever put on my mouth. And it was the Chroma Powder Tint. This is the shade Jessie. Now, this was interesting to try. I'm glad I tried it. I don't know how I feel about it. It is a powder product. I'm guessing it's a like low melt temperature wax, but it's literally powdery. Like powder flies out when you open and close it. So I just, that's it right there. It wore a little patchy. I think if I exfoliated my lips really well and tried it again, I would like it better. But what I will say is I'm impressed by how well it stayed on. And I think I read that it's also waterproof. So that was interesting, to say in the least. The neighbor's children are getting out of control, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video on that note. Yeah. The neighbor's kids are crazy. And that's everything that I got in from Touch in Sol. I'm excited to try it all out. I'm going to actually give it some thorough testing and come back and review it all for you guys. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.